Alright, hi, it's me back with another video. Um, this is going to be an album review, and I know I haven't done these in a while, and I haven't really felt the need to review an album in quite some time. But just recently, within the past, well, I'll say 2 weeks ago, it'll be 2 weeks on Saturday, the Queen came back and released her album. Well, she released her visual album first. Yes, I'm talking about Beyonce and Lemonade. She released Lemonade on HBO 2 weeks ago on Saturday. On this coming Saturday, it'll be 2 weeks. And I watched it, as many people did, many people, and I loved it. I didn't do a review immediately. Because I was seeing people get all these reviews up super quick, and there's a lot of people who are reviewing things and had videos up and had articles up and stuff about it as early as Monday, even as early as Sunday after it came out. And to me, I thought that was just, wasn't enough time to really just let it sit and think about it and really understand what she's talking about. And I feel like those people, even if unless they really studied it super hard within 24 hours, which I know maybe a few of them did, but not all of them, you're bound to miss some things. And even still, like, I'm still picking up on things. I haven't listened to it in a couple of days, and I haven't watched it in a couple of days, but I'm still with the second watch and this 20th listen to the album, because I did buy the album as well. I'm still picking up on new things. So, let me just start by saying Lemonade, as an entire project, is the most cohesive, complete project that I think she's ever released, most honest, most vulnerable that she's ever been on an entire album. Now, of course, she's had her moments, not just moments, but songs where she, you can really see that vulnerable side, and you really see kind of the pain that she's felt throughout her life, and you see the human Beyonce and not just the star, but the actual human being, and she has songs like that. She has many songs like that on all of her albums, but this was the first album where I really felt like I kind of got a peek into her whole life. Not her whole life, but an aspect of her life that she wanted us to see. And that aspect was her relationship with her husband, Jay-Z. This album was a lot about that. Of course, there probably was other things. I'm sure she also was talking, actually not sure, I'm probably pretty 100% sure she was talking about her parents' relationship as well. But yeah, just the video, I think watching the movie first really put everything into perspective, because it was so linear, such a linear thing that everything just sort of fit together. And it was really just how a woman evolves and how her emotions evolve as she first feels like her man is cheating on her, or her woman is cheating, or whoever, her partner is cheating on her. And then that intuition of, I feel like this person, something's amiss, then it moves into, I think anger was next, and just being extremely angry with that person and being upset and just, yeah, angry. And then apathy, where it's just like, I don't care, whatever. And then what was after that? Accountability, reformation, all that stuff. There's many stages that she went through, and it really put it into perspective watching the video first, because you could see, okay, this song is first Pray You Catch Me, the first song, it's a ballad, and it's kind of like this kind of I don't want it to be true feeling. Um, and then kind of like I have this feeling that you're cheating on me, but I don't want it to be true. And then you can move on to Hold Up, um, which I love. Um, I love all the songs, but moves into Hold Up, and Hold Up is more of that intuition, but more of her kind of starting to believe her intuition, starting to believe, oh wow, this may actually be what's going on. And then it moves from that into, anger, and then she does Don't Hurt Yourself with Jack White, and in the video, she is like, you better not do this again or you're gonna lose your wife. And she throws her ring at the camera. She was angry. You could tell she was just really angry. And then it moves into Sorry and 6 inch, where it's kind of like the more empty feeling, and it's like, at first I don't care, but Sorry I don't care, do whatever you want, I will be over here just doing me, having fun, hanging out with my peoples, not worrying about you and what you're doing, because I'm not thinking about you, and this is too much for me. Like, it's just kind of that just apathy, like I don't care, um, which turns into emptiness, like I feel empty, and then it keeps going from there, just kind of getting a peek into her life was very, it's very revealing, but it's also it was very sad, um, because it's just like, as she's been getting older, she's been revealing more and more of what she's been going through, because she did have a miscarriage, and she did, her dad cheated on her mom, and they broke up, and, she fired her dad, and, there's kind of that estranged relationship right now between them. I think it's getting better, but, there's that, and, kind of just, I don't know, just this depression, not depression, but this someone that I really look up to, because I do look up to Beyonce. I'm a huge Beyonce fan. But someone I look up to could be so down, makes me really sad, not because it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know she could be sad, but it's makes me sad because you never see that, and you never see that. I don't know, but anyway, Sorry 6 inch, Daddy Lessons, which is her talking about her father warning her about men like that, but these men that she's being warned about are exactly like her father, and so he's warning her about people like him. um, Love Drought, like Crystal said on the read, I didn't really understand Love Drought. The reason I say that, I mean, as far as relationships go, I don't really understand much about relationships because I've never been in one. I've always watched them with my friends, but I've never been in one, but I've watched them, and I've watched breakups. So like, I'm familiar with these concepts because I've helped my friends who do happen to be girls, who were girls, deal with the things they were going through. But yeah, as far as Love Drought goes, like, I like the song. It's very pretty. It's a very, very pretty song. The visual for it was gorgeous. Um, that I think that was my favorite visual of the video. It was just beautiful to look at. But um, yeah, I didn't really understand that. I did understand Sandcastles though. Um, I think that was about forgiveness. Yeah, that was forgiveness. Forward. Forward was the James Blake song. It was good. But that was in the video where she had Mike Brown. Was it Tamir Rice? No, it wasn't Tamir Rice. Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, and a bunch of other people, black men and boys who have died at the hands of the police from police brutality, and their moms were holding, three of their moms, I believe, three or four, were holding their pictures, and that was really touching and really powerful moment to see that. It was really, I almost started crying when I saw Mike Brown's mom, because you can tell that she really, it hasn't quite sunk in yet. It seems like she kind of wakes up. From what I saw, the fact that she was holding back tears, it seems like she wakes up every morning expecting to see her son or talk to her son, and she's met with the fact that he's gone. And, you know, that was really powerful to see a mother just look like that. You could see all that emotion on her face just from that 1 second, which is sad. And then it goes into Freedom. Freedom is a super powerful song that's kind of about all of that. And then All Night is the final song on the album. And that song, you know, is about couples and, you know, just kind of bringing everything back together. And, you know, things, it makes you feel like at that point it's hope. And it does give you hope that, you know, you can get to a better place and things do get better. You know, she was showing all these couples, these happy couples, you know, gay, straight couples, interracial couples, black couples, white couples, all sorts of couples she was showing. And her and Jay-Z, her mom and her new husband, she was showing that. So, and, you know, showing her husband's relationship with her daughter, Blue. You know, it was really, really, really interesting to see the album as a whole just play out. Not reminded me, but it was Beyonce. It was what Beyonce self-titled wanted to be, but wasn't quite there with the cohesiveness of it. I think she really understood how to put it together this time around and make it all work as a visual album, and flow much better. I do think, again, this is my favorite work from her. As far as music and music videos are concerned, it's my favorite from her. The music videos are stunning, as I've been saying. It's just amazing. I heard HBO submitting it for Emmy contention. Great, because, you know, it's amazing. The music itself is just so mature now and so grown up, and I'm in a place myself where I can appreciate it, because when she kind of went that grown up route for Four, I wasn't quite here for it all the way. I was also 17 when she released it, but now that I'm older, like, I can really appreciate that growth and her growing into her womanhood. But yeah, this was a great album. It was definitely an album for women. It was an album for Black women. I loved that aspect about it as well. Yeah, otherwise my favorite songs, Daddy Lessons, followed by Don't Hurt Yourself, and Sorry. It's a very risky album. There's a lot of different genres on it. My favorite is the Daddy Lessons, which is the country song, because she just sounds so, she sounds so in her element, you know. It doesn't sound out of place. It's right there. She's just in it and she really feels it, and I just love the song. So yeah, it did debut at #1. I'm happy about that. It sold a ton of copies. I'm sure it's gonna sell a ton more. Yeah, it was great. I hope it doesn't get snubbed at the Grammys like Self-Titled did, because this is much better work. And Self-Titled was amazing, but, you know, Lemonade takes it up here. And she learned how to play the piano. I forgot to say that. She learned how to play the piano, which is something that, rest in peace to Prince, is something that he wanted her to do, because he had always said that she was an amazing artist and she was an amazing talent. She was super talented, but the one thing he wanted her to do was learn how to play an instrument and learn how to play the piano, and if it could take her from here to here. And she learned how to play the piano, and it really opened up a lot of things that she wanted to do. So that's it. That's my review on Lemonade. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Favorite album of the year. Go out and buy it. Go support her. Listen to it on Tidal. You name it. Just go buy it. Listen to it. Experience it. Watch it. Go. Bye.